name's Mr. GG, and as you can see, this is my 200 sub special. Now, thank you to everyone who has basically, well, subbed to the channel. And hope to continue having your support. Now, with that being out of the way, I'm gonna see if I put an intro in this. I did make one a little while ago, and if I do put it in there, let me know if you like it or not, because I don't know if I'm gonna keep using it. I just might get some help creating a new one. I don't know. So, yeah. This is, well, what if Deku had the Force? Now, the way I'm going to be basing this is anyone knows Starkiller? He'll have some of Starkiller traits, same as Darth Revan. Now, the way I'm going to do Darth Revan is because since Darth Revan was once a Jedi, then a Sith, then turned Jedi again, so he walks the line in between. I'm going to have Izuku have a dark and a light side to him. So he's going to have two Force ghosts. And, well, one side being complete Sith, the other being the Jedi. Now, a bit more of a world we're doing. This world is not like the normal one. This world is basically, well, far more advanced in their technology. So advanced they're able to create starships like these. Now, with the knowledge of starships and space travel and all that, they are able to explore faraway planets. And, well, I'm gonna leave it like that. Yeah. So, we're gonna have Inko and Hisashi. Inko and Hisashi are explorers of space. And so I'm gonna get them to come parents on this. So the way they meet is by Hisashi working on a cruiser as its engineering crew. As an engineer, his quirk will be right in my head. Yes. He's gonna have a quirk that lets him basically talk to machinery. So technopath, he can see what's wrong with it and all that. Now Inko's quirk, she will still have telepathy, but it's going to be stronger than it was in canon. Thank you to, well, a friend of mine for helping me create this. Help me work out the kinks for the beginning at least. Now everything else will be through me and all that. The way I'm doing this is Izuku will be a hero, but I can also do a dark side to this, which I probably will do later on in the time. But right now he's going to be a Jedi Master who is able to use double lightsaber, two lightsabers, two-handed lights, basically what Darth Revan can use, but have an immense Force sensitivity, considering he will be the only one who is able to use the Force. no one else. Except for maybe his kids. Yeah. So, anyway, Izuku, no, Hisashi and Inko, mostly, since this is a really big ship, this is just what it looks like, but it's way bigger. So it's got living quarters, it's also got a bar, restaurants and all that, so it's a cruiser. Inko's a exploration cruiser, so it's got places for machinery and all that. Now Inko and Hisashi one day meet in the restaurant as they are basically just staying there, eating, and no one else is around. Now Hisashi finds Inko quite spectacular. Yes, let's go with the word spectacular. Now, if I'm using a calming voice, it's because it's 10:03 at night. I'm trying not to wake my parents up. And I'm also going to try not to swear as much. Mind you, Australian, which is very fucking hard. Anyway, this video will be an hour long. Like a lot of my what ifs. Mainly I do that because people can just pause it and go on about their day and then come back. Sorry for breaking the wall there, but if I do that every now and again, please forgive me. Anyway. Oh, excuse me. As this happened, they basically end up going to the bar and, well, drinking a lot. Like a lot. Like a lot. So, deal with that knowledge, would you please? And so I'm going to cut to a couple years later. As they go by and all that, they get a distress signal coming from an unknown planet. I put out a picture here, but it does not seem so. Yes, I do. This planet being, well, if you know Star Wars, The Clone Wars, you know what this planet is. If you don't know Star Wars or anything like that, this planet's name is called Kamino. Kamino is the home planet of, well, the clones. And if you don't know where I'm going with this, you're about to. So, this world takes place after the First Order and Sith and Jedi have died out. So, there aren't people anymore that have connection to the Force at all, due to them being either too reliant on technology, and since quirks have come around, they haven't really been needing. The connection to the Force has been, well, severed between these people. And that basically means, well, that just means this world, the galaxy, is no longer connected to the Force. Now, I know that sounds pretty bad, but anyway, those colors will be coming into this later. So, as they start to head down to the planet, they see, well, this. A station of some kind. And there are no records of this anywhere, as far as they know or can tell. They just know that it is very old and very ancient, due to there's no power. No, I'm saying there is power, due to there being very little power. Now, I'm gonna have Inko and Hisashi basically are down there with an exploration team. And the reason why I'm doing this is because in this timeline, Inko is not able to have children. Now, with saying that, Izuku will be born. The only way he will be born, though, is through... She can't have children through the normal method, is what I'm saying. Is that she can't, you know, birds and the bees. I think a lot of my viewers are over 20 or over the age of 14. But I'm trying to keep this somewhat fine, so don't at me. Anyway, oh yeah, for those who want me to do a Nazgul what if, sorry, this one got more likes, and mainly because a lot of people don't know what a Nazgul is, which annoys me. But a Nazgul will be done at some point, so just, you know, gotta hold on there for me, please. I really appreciate it. Anyway, this happens. People tend to go down there and see what's going on with the world. With that world, and yeah. This being, well, very strange world to these people. Now, thought so. Good. I'm not gonna be doing that then. Anyway, so as they head down, they find some, well, let's find this, but completely powered down and broken. Now, Hisashi and Inko's job right now is to, well, find a way to power this place back up. As I'm gonna say, Inko asked to be changed to the maintenance crew, and I'm gonna guess they let it happen due to them knowing that Hisashi and Inko are now married. And they also figure that her quirk will be a lot more useful in, well, I guess you could say the maintenance crew, helping them basically change and all that. So yeah, they're being taken care of. People, Hisashi and that, end up going to the, basically to a room that has a generator. Now, I did not find a clear picture. Basically, energy source, so that'd be this place right here, from memory. The picture isn't so good, so I'm sorry. As this happens, it basically basically they're able to turn on the lights and get everything up and running. This being the part of where, well, I guess you could say, where they're able to introduce people, get people into the archives and start, well, pulling data. They do start pulling data, but a lot of it is alien. They can't read it. And I don't have a picture of them, do I? No, I do not. Oh man, I thought I grabbed one. Guess I didn't. Well, that is highly annoying. If you ever seen Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, you know what I mean. Those people with really long necks. So, yeah. I'm gonna grab a picture for you guys in the next video. So, they can't read their language, but I'm gonna have Izuku be able to read any language due to him being, well, a clone, and he's gonna have every language implanted in his head. Now, with this knowledge, they find, well, a place where, I guess you could say, they find, well, this place. This place being a place where they see nothing but people in tubes, and they look kind of weird. And while they were also looking through this place, they find these kind of helmets and old style type of blasters that have not been seen in centuries. Why? Well, because people have forgotten. They don't remember anything, or they just chosen to have forgotten their past, forgotten their heritage, and all that. None of it was good. Nothing really, grand. Oh, that nice. Now, so, as they're still looking through, I must say one of the people have a translation type quirk, and they find a door saying cloning room. So Hisashi and Inko are wondering if this is a way for them to have a child. And well, people are wondering what to do, because well, these guys are saying, well, it is possible, but this tech is old, though it is still advanced, but it's quite old. This is tech that has not been seen for centuries. Eons, and all that. As Sashi says, well, from what I'm hearing from the tech, it's only good for one more use. And, well, people are having a conversation on who should go in and have a child. This, as they all say, Inko and Hisashi, because they know, they can't have a child through normal means. The other way is through, well, adoption. They're not going to be able to create clones, if you're wondering, later on. No. We'll see. So, as Inko and Hisashi get ready, the machine, well, draws blood, and they find a file called Project Starkiller, created by Darth Vader. As it's the only file in this databank. It requires blood from said person. As I'm going to say, they find some old blood test tubes, and this blood's still quite good, as it's got the DNA of Starkiller and other Force users. Other Force users who will be coming in later. This guy, he'll be coming in. He will be the one keeping the peace between the light and the dark side of him. Now, it also requires a male and a female DNA. The way I'm going to do this is, it's going to have, Izuku's going to have all the memories of Starkiller, if you remember, if you ever played Force Unleashed, and still be wondering if he is worthy enough, well, if he's still him, or is he a clone? But that comes in a bit later. So, as this happens, Inko goes into a machine. One of these machines, and, well, this machine and this droid comes out saying, "Hello, I am the one who will be doing this process. Please move aside as I am a medical droid." If people say, wait, a medical droid? I thought they were done for. I'm surprised one's even still functional. Same, I mean, did you see all the short ones outside? As this droid says, well, it has been. Enter said years here. And the people are wondering, okay, wow, that's been quite some time. The droid says, oh, you have no idea how long. Just remember, I am a droid that cannot, well, rust. So please, keep all opinions to yourself. This droid is going to be coming with Inko and Hisashi, by the way. Think of R2-D2 and Starkiller's droid. Anyway, as this happens, the droid administers the DNA into an egg, an embryo, basically. Now, I know what you're saying, but this is an artificial embryo. Still works as a normal embryo, but yeah. So yeah. If that happens, well, the android administers these things that are needed, and being bam boom, Inko is pregnant. Now, oh shit. Pregnancy will be the same as normal human anatomy, which is about 9 months. And yeah. So as well, things continue to get a bit more strange. They keep finding more of these old helmets and old type of blasters. And, well, they decide to take some of these helmets and some of these guns for research. And this droid decides to basically say, well, my job here is done, but my next primary proximity thing, primarity proximity, is now starting to kick in, which is to look after the child after it is born. Once the wife and husband are, well, out at work, and my job is to look after the young infant during its young years and foreseeing future. The droid doesn't look like this. Think Proxy from Star Wars The Force Unleashed and C-3PO. If you don't know who C-3PO is, what the fuck have you been doing, my friend? But anyway, I like this art. That one by that person. But anyway, enough about that. Let's see, very well. They go on the ship, and with this, all this data they have, and old technology, the same as the clones, armor, and helmets. Now, the armor they won't be able to use, the same as the helmet, except for later on, which I'm going to be using later on. But anyway, like I said, there aren't any Sith or Jedi, so there won't be any Dark Sith Lords or, well, Dark Lords or Jedi Masters. The only one who'll be using the Force is Izuku, who'll be for oh, yeah. yeah, anyway, let's leave it at that. As they get on the ship to head back to Earth. Now, Earth is in this world. So, fuck off. Technically, yes, I know there's no world Earth in Naboo. The closest thing to resembling Earth is Naboo. But Earth is in this one. And the only reason I bring this planet in is because of the cloning factory. The only purpose is served. For now. But yeah. I'm gonna say it's been about 6 months, and Inko is, well, very pregnant. She's noticeably pregnant, but she's also noticed that her telekinesis has gotten a bit stronger than usual. And, well, yeah, anyway, I'm gonna say it's been, well, since Sasashi's out doing work, the droid has been looking after Inko. Inko asks this droid a few questions about the past as it, well, gives it answers. As it gives her answers. I don't know what to give the droid serial code being. I was going to call it Proxy 2.0 because I like Proxy from the original game. Yeah. If this thing gets copyrighted, I'm going to be fucking pissed and annoyed. Anyway, about 30 minutes. Not long enough. I'm joking. Technically, I shouldn't be making these 20 minutes. Anyway, I'm gonna say right now it's been about a year and Izuku has been born. Now he's gonna have the name Izuku Midoriya in this, but for our sake, we're still gonna call him Deku, or I'm gonna refer to him as Starkiller. It's just easier for me that way. As they run a quirk test, they find he does not have a quirk, but seems he does have some kind of power, because every time they use technology, it seems to, well, freak out a bit. So, yeah. So, Izuku is born. He's 1. And around this time, Izuku started to learn about... Well, he started having visions at a very young age. At a very, very young age. So he's 1. As he's having visions of this, or having visions of a light and a dark. And during these visions, he always ends up crying. Now, they don't know why until when Izuku is started to able to talk. So Izuku is now 5 at this stage, and they've already arrived back at Earth, back in Japan, and all that. So, yeah. Shit, fuck. Sorry about that. So yeah, that happens. they tend to basically... Sashi's got a new job. It's still around in technology, but it's more closer to home. And I'm going to say they're really rich in this. So... yeah. Anyway, so that happens. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you hear that. I'm a little tired. So, yeah. Oop. Okay. Hey, it says it's one bottle. So, Izuku is now 5. And he is... I'm gonna say he's getting bullied at primary school. Yeah. Yeah. And the person who is unfortunately bothering him is Bakugo Katsuki. So... yeah. Oh, God, sorry, my hand's itchy. So... yeah. He is still in Bakugo's primary school. Unfortunately. So, unfortunately, around this time, Izuku is basically trying to hold in the frustration he's feeling right now. And this is when he first sees this man. The man in the armor and face mask, and he doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know who this man is. As the man says, "Do not worry, I am, well, a friend. I'm here to make sure you don't go too far to one side, to the light or to the dark," as these two people appear. As he says, "How I've seen you two before. You've been in my head. You've been in these visions I've been having." As they both say, "Yes. You see, you are a clone of someone original. A man named Starkiller. He was, well, a warrior. And unfortunately, this warrior, as the light side says, was battling between the light and the dark side, saying, in the dark." So that's me and him. And, well, let's just say he had some unfortunate events happen in his life. Namely, him being killed. So, I'm sorry. But it is that you are, well, I guess born in a way, but it's not to say that you weren't born, it's more like you're a clone of someone who was very strong. As Izuku says, wait, so how strong am I? As they both say, incredibly. And now, the reason being he's incredibly strong is because I want an overpowered Izuku in this what if. So he's always got to maintain the difference between the light and the dark side of him. And, well, try and keep the balance in between the two. So, things are quite difficult for young Izuku. Mainly being both sides trying to coax him into it, coax him to one side, as they know they can't do it physically, but they're trying to do it mentally. So, Izuku's talking to himself very quietly, not bothering anyone, and this is when Bakugo basically comes up, saying, "Hey, quirkless freak." So, the quirkless freak's talking to, what, himself? Which makes sense, someone like you. You are nothing. You will be nothing. Worthless freak. As Izuku gets, well, mad, with lightning basically starting to course through his entire body. This lightning being, well, instead of the original blue, like it normally is, I'm gonna have it be like, I'm gonna have it green, no, I'm gonna have it, I want to have it a different color from blue. So I'm gonna have it be, it's a good color. I'm gonna have it be, well, green in this, considering it's Izuku and his hair's green. So Izuku's lightning is green in this. Well, it has a green inside and a purple aura around it, basically. Sorry, I'm tired. So, yeah. So, as I was reading the going, I thought, sorry for the checking. And well, yeah. As well, Izuku basically shocks Bakugo. What was I getting at? Izuku basically, well, electrocutes Bakugo, leaving quite a lot of few burns. And, well, the way he's doing it, his eyes start changing, and this is when Darth Revan appears, saying, "Boy, you're using too much sight of one side. You must calm down." As Izuku basically comes down and says, "Yes, as he says, what should I call you? As Darth Revan says, call me Revan. Since it would be way easier. Or, no, I can't have you call me Master due to me not being a master in either side. Izuku says, well, since you're the only one who's able to teach me this, I will call you Master. As Revan says, very well. So, if that happens, well, what is the word I'm looking for? Day ends. Now, Izuku is, well, training. Not the typical training, he's doing Jedi and Sith training. So he's learning to control his motions, not letting control him, but also use them. Basically, well, that's what I'm looking for. Well, what's the word I'm looking for? To make sure he doesn't suppress them too much. There we go. And he's able to basically able to keep, well, his body in check, as well as he does physical training and all that. Now, this is where I'm going to leave it off, and I will be focusing on this till it's done. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and if I put an intro and I put an outro in this, I probably won't put the outro. If I put an intro in this, let me know what you like, if you like it. If not, probably won't put it in there. Yeah, so 200 subs, thank you for sticking around, and hello to everyone who's new, and yeah, bye.